You're not gonna leave me, are you, darling? Because you still love me when I'm bloodstained, right, darling? It's just like, you know? Hello, my darlings. We are here with Phantom Siita, and this is the first take of their song Zoku Zoku. This is very fun. There's a lot that's going on in here, so stick with me. And before we do that, though, before we jump into the reaction, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And with that said, let's go.
Phantom Siita です。よろしくお願いします。絶好アフィラカランランラ Well 昨今がの悪魔ソファン語るそれをあで笑うファンファタルシータルならしまい降りてくる全部私のものアフィラカアフィラカラララアフィラカラララ Oh アフィラカラララアフィラカラララアフィラカラ一番綺麗な羽以外全部燃やしてあげるゾクゾクするでしょ嫌になっちゃうわダーリンダーリン血まみれでもキスしてくれるよねダーリンそっとした案外脆いのねそれならいっそ壊れちゃうのよ
Okay. At first I was like, I think there was probably a part where I could have stopped like a minute in, but then it just rolled one thing into another. So I was just like, I don't want to stop mid kind of section. So apologies. Normally I stop a little bit sooner, but I could not find the right spot to do it. So this is very fun. It's got this interesting, I want to say kind of like Greek kind of music to it. Like it makes you feel like you're, I don't know, like there's just, and maybe that's what they were kind of going for, was it makes you feel kind of like on a vacation, or kind of like in a fantasy, in a sense, you know, like we all fantasize about all the places that we want to go in the world, or a whole bunch of other things, but it kind of has this paradise, vacation, fantasy kind of energy to it. I love the presence of all these ladies as well. I love their little side looks and stuff, and just how they're performing is great. And then also another thing, and especially I think Blue is doing it the most. But it's interesting when they on certain, like, all of them do it a little bit, but Blue is doing it a lot in this one, and it was really interesting because it's on the inhale. They're creating that kind of I don't want to call it a squeak, but it's like they're vocalizing on the inhale in this kind of, they're kind of bringing it to a point. And so there are lots of moments where they'll be singing and then you'll hear the kind of inhalation vocalization. And I just thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. And she adds it, or she has added it quite a bit. Might not add it going forward, but I just thought that was something neat that they were doing that I wanted to just to mention. I love their outfits and the fact that, because we've got Mona in pink, Mew in white, Rinka in purple, and Mocha in blue. Technically it says light blue, but yeah, light blue. And then, yeah. One other thing, we haven't talked about the lyrics. The lyrics are, obviously, I always say, take it with a grain of salt when lyrics are translated because the context gets lost, but this is what Genius.com has translated these lyrics as into English. And then the intro is a vocalization of did you know that lips are the edge of our organs? I mean, I guess in a sense, the lips are kind of the first part of your digestive tract. Not that lips are your digestive tract, but like your digestion kind of starts in your mouth. So like the food has to like pass through there, you know? Going to the first verse, with a laser beam of a hot gaze, she said, make way for the beauty. That's right, I'm speechless. I feel like a love la la. And though in these starving times, even the devil speaks of anxiety, only to be mocked by the Femme Fatale, descending with a sitar. Oh gosh, that's not how you say that. Sitar, playing. Oh, everything is mine. I feel like a la la love. I feel like a la la la. Oh, I feel like a la la love. And then you get to the pre-chorus, I feel like a la la love, a loud resounding love, like a moth to a flame, then give me your jealousy, hold me tight, I'll burn everything but your most beautiful wing. Doesn't it thrill you? Wait, we got to the Zoku. Oh yeah, we got to the chorus. Okay. I'm getting fed up, darling, darling, you still kiss me even if I'm blood-stained, right? So it's just like, it feels like this dangerous, passionate, exciting, love. Did it make you shiver? You're surprisingly fragile. Then why not just break? You'll break, singing a hymn to the excessive beauty of life. Lan la 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 la, hum hum hum. Oh, I'm really fed up, so fed up. I'm thrilled to the point it's unbearable. I think I'm still gonna say it's kind of like this chaotic, dangerous passion, and just like this, like a hurricane, It's just got this, like it kind of just goes where the wind takes it, and it's just powerful, but can also be destructive, and I don't know. I'm getting them vibes, but we're gonna continue listening to this.
眠りとランドと二人っきりそうなんごっこ模型を晒すのフェロモンリピートアフターミー誓います誓いますあらあら行く地は来れないなんてあれ真っ赤な嘘ねピーチクパーチクサイズリ足元はいずり回る人間やめてみる
Do you want to?
What? I feel like a la la la. I feel like a la la la. Oh, I feel like a la la la. I
I mean, okay. One other thing I do want to mention is that if you look at all of their dresses, bloodstain, bloodstain, bloodstain. And then I think this one is more up here. There might be more in the dress. It's just the blue in this dress is a little bit, it's a darker blue, and so it's a bit harder to see. I don't know if they actually, well, this is like a dark purple. So I think maybe the blood is just supposed to be, like up here. But they all have patterns of red, and I think this one is probably, this one and this one is the most. Well, this is a lot. This is a lot on this one. The most eye-catching, noticeable, you know? So this kind of like a, is that what that would be called? A femme fatale? Yeah, a bit of like a femme fatale feeling, as well as like a kind of like a, not necessarily a senpai, but like a, just like a, it just feels kind of obsessed with this love, but then it's disastrous. Like, they talk about the mouth. Wait. Go back to the lyrics. The lips are the edge of your organs, which is one thing. Only to be mocked by femme fatale. They even say femme fatale. In these starving times, even the devil speaks of anxiety, only to be mocked by the femme fatale. And I think it's like, they are the femme fatale, you know? Like, they are mocking. Like, they're, like, they literally say they're mocking the devil because the devil speaks anxiety in these starving times, you know? And then just, you'll still kiss me if I'm bloodstained, right, darling? Like, it's got this, like, you know? You're not gonna leave me, are you, darling? Because you'll still love me when I'm bloodstained, right, darling? It's just like, you know? Just like this femme fatale-ness, you know? It's very fun. It's very fun. Okay, we're gonna finish this up. I just wanted to point that out, that they've got blood. I don't think it's actual blood, obviously, but blood on all of their dresses. I love the blues looks, man. Love it. Okay, before we go away from this screen, I also want to say one other thing. There's a lyric in here that says, a loud resounding love la 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 like a moth to a flame. And if you look, I'll burn everything but your most beautiful wing. And if you look at their dresses, so up here on Blue's collar as well as on the sides, here where the blood is, here where the blood is, here where the blood is, and I think under the collar there's also red on Blue. All of the blood spots have moths on them. Moths to the flame. Perhaps a murderous flame? Anyways. I just wanted to point that out. I think I like this. They're so ridiculously talented with their, not only their vocals, but their presence, and it kind of reminds me of like the attention to detail for their costumes kind of reminds me of Baby Metal and how each of their costumes, it's like they always have kind of similar costumes in terms of like the dress format kind of, but it's always changing up and there's always like so much detail to them, and I just think it's really cool. Especially in a group like this, it's just really cool to have these costumes also be, because I'm assuming that each of these ladies, you know, picked their own color and pick their own kind of what they want to do with their costume and then kind of work with someone to bring it to life. So it's really cool to see that, because it also makes them their own individual within this group as well, like a way of self-expression through clothing as well. So I just wanted to say, I'm like, I love the attention to detail for that. I have gushed about their voices, and I think other reactions that I've had. I think, well, actually, I've only had, has it been one other one? I think it's been one other one. But their voices are gorgeous, and I think, like, I can 100% see why Ado is, I want to say, producing them, or not producing them, maybe producing them. I feel like there's another word for it, but maybe I'm just like, Rachel sometimes gets anxiety thinking that she's going to use the wrong word, but then she's actually using the right word, and it's just like this like cycle. So I might be using the right word. But I can definitely see it. They are unique, they are talented, they are their own, each woman is their own individual, and they have their own style, and I really like it. So thank you very much for recommending this one. It was very fun. And yeah, my cutie patooties. If you have any other ones that you would like me to react to, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.